me. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Happy New Year, everybody. It is New Year's Eve, 2024, girl. And we're about to go into 2025. And it's not giving New Year, new me. It's definitely giving New Year more evolved. Less taking bullshit me. Like that's what it's giving. Okay. It's giving, pop out and show niggas. Okay. It's giving shining on you hoes. You know what I'm saying? It is doing a lot. Okay. Go something on you hoes. Okay. Listen, I hope everybody is having a good holiday. Because girl, it's been a real nice holiday, y'all. I've been having a good time with my family, good time with my husband. Okay, listen, leave my husband out of it. Okay, listen, I don't even like saying it because y'all, when y'all say it, it sounds stupid when y'all say it. My husband, girl. Hi, everybody. I missed y'all for the little time that I was gone. But I'm back with a jump off, goons in the club, case something jump off. Okay. We got a little topics to get into today. It's the last BondyBlue show of the year. I'm very, very excited to get into the thing with y'all and to discuss these things that we have on the list. Okay, it's not actually written down, but it's on the list, girl. All right. Now, as y'all come in, I want to remind everybody, please subscribe to my other channel, BondyBlue Bites. I will be cutting up some stuff this week to put on there. So there'll be new uploads on BondyBlue Bites this week. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed. I think I'm at like 1,200 subscribers over there. I have like 125,000 over here. So can y'all big up my numbers over there on the new one? Okay. Yes, this is a part of the conversation, girl. We getting into a lot of things. I'm excited. All I know is I'm gonna work out after this. I'm gonna get my hair fixed. I'm gonna get a drink with my friend, and hopefully I'll be back home and ready, for the new year, to bring in the new year with my husband, girl. All right. All right. But I hope y'all having a good one. Okay. We will be back this week, just like a regular week, y'all. Once tomorrow is over, I'll be back again. Okay. Then we'll talk about Belle Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville. We'll talk about that probably like Wednesday or Thursday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? I don't care. I might be bored. We'll see. But it's not going to be the day, girl. I'm just letting y'all know. But it's the last day of the year. So we had to pop out and make some money. That's what this is about. So like the video. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Do what you're going to do. Do what you will do. Did y'all see my photo shoot? I've been posting them. I've been posting this photo shoot that I did. And I'm gonna be doing more photo shoots. So I want y'all to know, like, just in general, be prepared to be sick of me. Like, just be prepared to be, sick of me being a damn model. Okay, for no other reason other than the fact that it was fun. And the pictures came out good. Okay. Listen, people always telling me I look, I'm 90s, 90s, 90s. And I'm like, y'all say that no matter what I have on. Like, this hairstyle wasn't even around in the 90s. It don't matter what I do. Y'all say I look like 90s vibe. Now, Janet Jackson was the inspiration. I literally posted the two pictures in my stories that was my inspiration for this photo shoot. One was Janet Jackson. Okay. And the other one was Gia Karanji, the model. Okay. Especially, with the smoking and everything, like Gia was in my head when I wanted to do that. Okay. But yeah, y'all be on the lookout because it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more photo shoots, girl. I'm gonna be acting up. All right, be acting up. I need to look at myself and like what I see. And there was like a minute this year. There was a minute this year where I was looking at myself and I wasn't really liking what I was seeing. Does that happen to y'all? I don't know. Like, I know what I look like, but sometimes you don't feel that way. And so you got to pop out and show niggas. And by niggas, I mean myself. Okay? By popping out and show, I mean myself, girl. Okay? I had to pop out and show myself what it was hitting for. Okay? Because, people don't know, girl. People don't know I used to be a model. They don't know I used to be down to the John Casablanca, girl. All right. Yes. Okay. I'm excited about it. It is what it is. But 2025 is gonna be a good year. I could feel it. I could feel it. Y'all know in February, y'all can start voting for me for Boss Babe YouTuber of the Year and Boss Babe Social Media Influencer of the Year. Girl, yeah. Get into that though. Get into that. Make sure y'all, when I post, y'all vote for me. Y'all tear it down for me so I have another reason to go to Atlanta. Okay, in April. And dress cute and be extra and get another award. Okay. I appreciate these moments in my life. Okay. I really, really do. So I'm excited about it. Listen, girl, you gotta listen. My shit is definitely cleared up. I don't know if y'all can tell because I do have on makeup because you still have hyperpigmentation marks, but I definitely like on a prescription since I've been on that prescription consistently. I definitely have noticed a difference. Thank God, because like girl, I can't deal with wearing makeup all the time, girl. So listen, I'll be popping out again with no makeup on sooner than later, girl. We just got to do some more glycolic washes so we can get some more exfoliation going. But girl, the skin is back, all right? And I want to go to a place my sister goes to, Blue Mercury. Anybody ever went to Blue Mercury? Because I know they have them around. But I want to go to Blue Mercury and try some stuff my sister uses, okay? But girl, anyway, that's just in my life right now as I wait for y'all to come into the room. All right, but it's 2025. Okay, we're on the cusp. I'll be in Bali this year. You know what I'm saying? I'll be getting another Boss Babe award, this year in 2025. Hopefully, I'll scoop me up another, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm trying to, elevate the mindset because I really, want to use improper language. Okay, but we're gonna see how this year work out. Hopefully, I come into contact with less weirdo. Okay, this is I listen, been fucking with a lot of okay, and I'm tired of it. Okay, I need cool, calm, regular people. You know what I'm saying? Straightforward, honest people. Stop being weird. Stop, switching up. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop that shit, man. Okay. Only sincere people in 2025. Okay. Tired of you weird hoes. Okay. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I hope y'all looking forward to 2025. It's gonna be a good year for us, child. I'm calling it. I'm saying it. Okay. But let's go ahead and get into the topic. So first, let's start here because this popped up right before I was about to come out here. Y'all see it? So Gucci has decided to quit the Belle Collective, child. And let me say it, Belle Collective, not the Belle Collective, okay? Because Akeisha kept, girl, first of all, it's not the Belle Collective, it's Belle Collective. I said, bitch, it can be the, her, them, whatever it is, it's the Belle Collective. All right. So Gucci, watching the reunion episode was very hard to sit through, especially now knowing where my family currently stands. I was disappointed in my actions because even though I had my reasons, it should have never been handled or addressed on this platform from the beginning. I take full accountability for allowing the entertainment of this show to ruin the integrity of my family. Is it the entertainment? See, this is giving JJ. I'm gonna get to the end, but this is giving JJ. She didn't want to quit this show. She didn't want to quit this show, y'all. I don't care what she's talking about. JJ made her quit this show as far as I'm concerned. I take full accountability for allowing the entertainment of this show to ruin the integrity of my family because the integrity of your family was already ruined. The integrity of your family was already ruined. To be very clear, JJ has consistently, I feel like, caused triangulation in your relationship with Selena. He has put his children's feelings on the back burner in order to have this relationship with you, and you have done the same. You have put your children on the back burner so that you can be the perfect wife for a nigga with barrettes and little ponytails. Weird, wild, okay? So it is definitely given. JJ is upset about the way Carlos decided to, flip on the men's. Okay. I really think that's what it is. I was very shocked and surprised that Carlos wanted to hold JJ accountable for what was going on between Selena and So Gucci because that never happens. Like, he's very, as a gay man, he is still very male-centered, male-identified, misogynistic, you can see it in the way he produces the shows, the way Mel was treated, the way the Scott brothers' secrets have been hidden in order to protect them. He befriended them, trying to save Martell at every front. Like, it's been so many times where I feel like he's tossed the women who are the show, and that's different shows, but he will just not give a fuck about the women. The shit he did with Candy and escaping them, like, it's just been habitually you crossing boundaries and low-key being snaky, smiling in people's face, acting like you have their best interest at heart. And you got your Bible quotes on Sundays and you're comparing yourself to Beyonce. So ultimately you have pedestalized yourself in this situation. But you are taking note to all of the things that I've said. I don't know about y'all, but I know y'all noticed the shit that I've been complaining about with Carlos and his shows for seasons. Like, all of a sudden you see all these little changes happening. And I feel like, yeah, other people said it, but you can be real and say where you got it from. Y'all can be real sometimes and say where y'all got it from. Okay. But it's okay. You ain't got to give me no credit. You ain't got to give me no credit, girl. I've been saying this shit. No, it's all right. It's okay. I mean, I was saying it before everybody else was saying it, back when y'all thought, Carlos was still the bee's knees as an executive producer. And I was telling y'all from maybe that first or second reunion show with Mel that shit was not right. And that's not how that should have went. Like, I had been saying this is there. Everybody like, Bondy, you tripping. You just always on a woman's side and you just a millimeter. And I was like, girl, I have never, ever, ever called myself a millimeter. Y'all can go to hell with that. I like Mel. I appreciate, who she is, but you can never play me like that. Okay. I no. I'm not even a motherfucking I'm not even a Beehive member. Okay. I'm not doing none of this stand ship with y'all. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, but I'm a case by case basis person at all times. Okay. And when it came to this situation, I feel like these women are just basically using Carlos as a scapegoat on some level. Like, I'm gonna be real about it. They're using him as a scapegoat. Now y'all want to say, oh, the integrity of my family was impacted by this show. Now that Carlos has decided to say the truth of the matter, which is that JJ really was the issue and has always been the issue. But if this were like 3 seasons ago, he would have never said that shit and you would have still been on the show. Anyway, let me continue on. I have apologized publicly and privately to Selena for my part in this entire production. We are moving on and moving forward, putting our family first and focusing on our healing. All the S's. Sophia, Chantarelle. Who the fuck is Chantarelle? I've been wanting to find out. Who is Chantarelle? Selena, Sanjay, Star, and Sky are solid. Okay, at Play Like Jay. I do know that in order for my family to completely heal, someone will have to exit stage left, and I have decided that it will be me. I am pleased to say that I received my renewal letter for a new season, but the Williams will not be returning to Belle Collective. Way to copycat off Akeisha. We are grateful for the opportunity and wish everyone the best. So I'm going to just say this is about pleasing JJ. I think that Carlos pissed JJ off by making him the one to be held accountable for the relationship of the women in his family, because you the man, right? This is the South. You the man. You're supposed to be head of the family and all of that. So the fact that your family was in such discourse, it definitely was because of you. As far as I'm concerned, y'all want to use yeah, I'm aware that JJ's mom passed away. I think that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I think that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. And y'all can say that, oh, that's the reason why he wanted to move on and all of this type of shit. That's great. That's great. I don't agree. RIP to that man mama. That's hard. Whenever you lose a parent, I've lost a parent. It's hard. It's always hard. It's gonna be hard for the rest of your life, child. But at the end of the day, that's not why he left the show. He left the show because I think he was held accountable. He was made out to be the bad guy. And I think what I have seen about JJ is that JJ doesn't like to be held accountable, especially not in front of people. JJ likes to be able to play and laugh and be jovial and act like nothing is wrong. But essentially, I think he is no longer on that show because Carlos called him out at the reunion show and said the reason why their family was in such disarray was because of him. And I think it was happening even before the show. So that's why I'm like, they ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. RIP to that man mama, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. That ain't got nothing to do with why he's not on that show. But I think So Gucci is not coming back because he doesn't want her to come back. This is y'all gonna treat us like that? Then we just gonna leave. Even if So Gucci wanted to stay on the show, even if Sophia wanted to stay on the show, JJ told her she can't stay on the show. So now they're not gonna stay on the show. I also feel like low key, y'all following in Akeisha in them footsteps too. JJ is also, a man that I feel like can be swayed by a man with a stronger personality. If, I don't know if y'all notice how men act when they're in groups, but there's usually followers in that group. No matter how these men try to stand out and act like, oh, I'm a grown man, I stand on my own. A lot of y'all are fucking followers. Glenn, fucking follower. JJ, you a fucking follower because you was cool. You was cool with them niggas until Willie showed up. When Willie showed up and said, I don't like them, then all of a sudden, now you have an issue with Cliff. Now you and Cliff can voice that y'all have problems with each other. Because before Willie came on the show, you was cool with them. You're a follower. Okay. So to me, I feel like they're basically following in Akeisha and Willie's footsteps to me. But congratulations to them. Get off the show. I would love to hear from Selena and the daughters if the relationship is good, because we know how y'all like to lie. We know how y'all like to get up there and lie. Y'all been lying the whole time about Selena, about the kids, about the relationship. But then when you finally come out and say that you and JJ wasn't worrying about y'all kids when y'all got together because y'all's relationship was more important, that is a huge red flag. That is a huge issue to me. That's a huge fucking issue to me, that y'all's relationship took precedent over y'all being there for y'all's children, and y'all's children were in grade school at the time. Y'all children wasn't teenagers and grown when y'all got together. Y'all kids were actually fucking kids. And you have said more than once that you put your kids on the back burner and y'all wasn't really thinking about y'all children. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy as hell to me for y'all to actually think that way. And then also to just keep vocalizing it to let us know that y'all wasn't worrying about y'all kids. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. You will never convince me that, JJ and So Gucci are, on the up and up when you literally tell us that y'all stopped giving a fuck about y'all children when y'all got together. Girl, that's wild to me. And the way So Gucci acted on the reunion show, and we'll talk about it in my members only. And if you are a member, you'll see it. If not, you can go to my Patreon and you can purchase it for $5. Okay. If you don't want to be a member, girl. But to me, I feel like when we discuss it, and we'll get into it, in a deeper way on the members only review of this. But yeah, I just kind of feel like the way So Gucci was acting at the reunion show, why were you coming at Selena like that, saying Selena is beneath you? And this is why I've been telling y'all from the very beginning that So Gucci, Sophia, Shantae has been envious of Selena this entire time. This all was based on envy and JJ being mad that Selena was no longer available to him. And we can go back to how they got married, 2018, 2019, something like that. They got married not too long before they came on the show. They were together for years, but they just got married. And it also took JJ a long time to sign the divorce papers from Selena. So what that tells me is that he always wanted access to Selena, even when Selena didn't want him anymore. And he was with So Gucci, but she was really somebody that was holding a space in case Selena decided to come back. That's why he didn't marry her for all of that time. But they're about to come on this show. Now they can finally be front and center. And the energy won't be on Selena. That was the point of them coming on Belle Collective. So that's why when Selena comes on Belle Collective, now y'all are so upset about it, because you done got it in your mind that this is y'all time to shine, just like Didi Foel and Bring It was Selena's time to shine. So yeah, but we'll get into more when I get into that. But I'm glad that she's leaving. I'm glad that she's leaving, because if not being on the show is gonna make y'all be better by y'all kids, great. But in all honesty, I feel like if you hadn't come on the show, you would have still been ignoring your daughter's problems. I think reality shows are really good when it comes to showing people how they show up, because a lot of people don't know how they show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just they're not very aware, or they know how they show up and they don't care. As long as nobody's putting it in their face, they don't have to be accountable for it. Her daughter D putting it in her face, you know what I'm saying, that you weren't there for me, really forced them to be real about the fact that they really weren't good parents. I'm sorry. Y'all were good parents. Speaking of people not being good parents, let's talk about this viral story right here. Okay. I didn't feel like listening to the lady talk about it. So let's see. Let me see. Hold up. Did I save it? Because I be saving shit and can't remember if I saved it or not. Girl, it's a lot of stuff for us to talk about. All right, no. Okay, so let me just read it. Woman calls out her child's stepmom and father after he wore old pajamas for a family photo shoot. My child could have got a fresh new set. Okay, so you could tell that the pajamas don't fit. Look how they don't fit his legs. Yeah, to me, this was not cool at all. I feel like I don't know how much money these people have, but you're not that poor that you couldn't order another set of pajamas for everybody. But let's get into it. So, a woman is speaking out after going viral because her stepchild wore Christmas pajamas from last year for a family photo shoot while she, her biological children, and the children's father all sported new PJs. Social users fired off several think pieces after seeing the photo. One user wrote, I don't know the backstory here, but I'll just comment generally that when I went to visit my dad, it felt horrible to be treated differently than my brothers. I'm sure a lot of it wasn't intentional, but for a little kid, you pick up on everything. The stepmom wasn't here for the backlash and added context to the viral photos and a social media post. Girl, she thought she added. She thought she added. Let me read it. Okay, y'all ready? I'm about to read it. Very much didn't leave him out a none. And don't do this internet shit. One thing I don't play about is her child. Way before I had mine too. His daddy couldn't find any, and we already had our PJs. And I also said I didn't feel comfortable with him not matching, but it was too late because our shoot was literally minutes away. So let's go back. Let's go back. His daddy couldn't find any, and we already had our PJs. And I also said I didn't feel comfortable with him not matching, but it was too late because our shoot was literally minutes away. So you mean to tell me you waited until minutes before the photo shoot in order to look for a matching set of pajamas for him? So that's the first thing that tell me you weren't really considering that child. And for her to start off my one thing I don't play about is her child. That's a fucking lie. That's a lie. Because if you really felt like that, whenever y'all originally bought the pajamas, you would have included that little boy in buying those pajamas. Whether it was her or the daddy, both of y'all are fucked up. Let's start there. I definitely didn't know he was going to be in our pictures. Why didn't you know that? Why didn't you know that he was going to be in the pictures? That's y'all's child. You said you don't play about him. Why would he not be in the pictures? That's another sign that y'all think about that child as an afterthought. Let's continue. And the mother that I am would never, ever leave him out a none. And I never did. And that's meant, well, why did you think he wasn't going to be in the photo shoot? You just said she contradicting herself down, y'all. As soon as I read this shit, I was like, this bitch lying. I was like, this bitch lying like a motherfucker. Look. Because how you going to say that you would never leave him out, but you also didn't know he was going to be a part of the photo shoot? That means you intended to leave him out of the photo shoot, girl. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, my God. She said, and as many times as this girl said, fuck my kids, I never treated him differently. The fuck? Whatever that is, don't even play with me. Take my kids down, and you could have text me separately. Okay, I don't know what all of that mean. Okay, the man said this should shut up. So wait, my man said wrap this shit up. So this my last post. We enjoyed our Christmas, but this is where communication comes in as parents. The same way you told me he needed his hair done, the same way you could have said you ain't get his size, and could I try to find something that is similar, or simply, I don't know, not pick him up till after y'all take y'all take y'all family pictures. Good night. No, I don't. First of all, no. Let me read the text. Okay, he gonna be at school tomorrow. I'm gonna pick him up. Yes, I bet. I'm gonna pick him up, have his bag packed. Are y'all doing anything this weekend? If so, I need to do his hair. I was gonna wait till next week for Christmas, but if y'all gonna, so I'm confused. I'm confused. So I'm guessing the blue is her. I don't know who is texting. Yeah, I don't know. None of this, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I ain't want to post nobody kids, but come on, bro. Don't fucking play with me. Edit. My son's pajamas are from last year. I sent those from home. They are something to sleep in, not to take professional photos in. My son could have at least got a fresh new set of pajamas. They got him in high waters. That's the main point. They have pictures all together, including my son. So that was never the problem. The first pic was to show everyone has the same set except my kid. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't care what none of these fake grown people are talking about, because a lot of times y'all be children having children. Like, to me, the stepmama and the daddy look goofy in these pictures. But to me, it should have been talked about ahead of time that you were going to do a photo shoot. And I really blame the father, because that's your son. That is your son. And you decided to get pajamas for everybody else except your son. She was texting with the dad. So the stepmom, the child who got left out, his mom was texting the dad. That's what it looked like to me. However, I don't give a fuck what she talking about in them text messages. What? That doesn't even make any sense to me. She asked, that's what I'm thinking. I was looking at like, wait, so she asked if y'all was doing anything. What are you talking about? This is what communication comes in. What are you talking about? It literally looks as if she was asking if y'all was going to do something. Either way, it wasn't her responsibility. To me, it was not the mom's responsibility to get the matching set of pajamas that the daddy should have got. The daddy should have got. If y'all were going to get matching pajamas for a photo shoot, the daddy should have been like, and if you really cared about her son the way you said, you would have bought him the pajamas anyway. Why the fuck would you ever get family pajamas and leave one of the kids out? I don't care what y'all talking about. Y'all ain't right. I don't give a fuck about what the girl, I don't care. Bring it up at another point in time, baby. We talking about this photo shoot right here. Y'all did that little boy wrong. Both of y'all did that little boy wrong. Because at the end of the day, if that was my kid, I'd have been like, bitch, we going to Walmart right now and everybody's getting new pajamas. Everybody's getting new pajamas. And what I mean by that is y'all could wear that shit on Christmas. Y'all could wear that another time together as y'all little family when that little boy not there. But we would have went to Walmart before the goddamn photo shoot and been like, all right, everybody gets something different. But we not going to make this little boy feel different in this photo shoot. So to me, get the fuck out of here with that. Get out of here with all of that. That's my opinion on it, girl. Let's move on. What's going on here? Joe Budden was reportedly charged following an alleged nude incident in New Jersey. Court date set for January 16th. Okay, it says Joseph A. Budden Jr. Let me see. Lewdness observed by others. What was he doing, y'all? Joe Budden has a court date on January 16th for disorderly lewdness, a charge related to sexual misconduct or indecency in public. He previously claimed that JBP had to relocate for recording in a residential building, but there seems to be more to the story. Stay tuned. Let's see. On December 4th, 2024, at approximately 7:21 a.m., the Edgewater police were dispatched to an apartment complex for the report from a resident that a man was standing outside of their apartment door completely naked. The caller recognized the man as a neighbor, Joseph Budden Jr., a 44-year-old male. The caller also alerted to Budden by their doorbell camera. The video depicted Budden attempting to enter a code into the door keypad several times before re-entering his own residence from across the hall. So you left somebody's apartment from across the hall naked and then went over to yours. Okay. As a result of police investigation, Budden was charged with lewdness. Chief Martin states that these charges are merely accusations and that the defendant is presumed innocent. See, this is what I hate that y'all do. You're not presumed innocent until proven guilty. If the only reason we got here is because you was literally on somebody's camera ass naked. It is giving drugs, it's giving alcohol, but it's giving something where you're not all right in the head and you decide to walk outside and be outside your apartment ass naked like that. Something's wrong with Joe. I want y'all to clock this as a moment, right? Y'all love to act like these niggas are not as terrible as we tell y'all that they are. Yes, he was just nude. Nobody was involved. But I want you to clock the fact that this is something that he did on top of the previous things. He has a sleepwalking issue. Is that right? Is that right? You think that's what it is? He was sleepwalking 7:21 a.m., going from one apartment to the next. Okay. and he was ass naked, you think if he had a sleepwalking problem, he would put clothes on or at least put some boxes on. That way, if you end up sleepwalking outside your apartment, your dick ain't out to the public. I just want y'all to clock something wrong with Joe. That's all. Clock. Something is wrong with Joe. Okay? Real quick. Oh, wow. One of Trump's top advisors, Vivek Ramaswamy, says American culture is the reason we don't have the top engineers. We venerated mediocrity over excellence. We celebrate the jock over the valedictorian. And I was just like, but you on Trump's side, you do understand that them getting rid of DEI, like all of these things is so you don't have the very best at something, but the white people that that everybody wants to hire. And that usually means you don't have the best. That's what that usually means. Like Trump is the jock. He's not the nerd. He's not the smart guy. And he doesn't even like the nerd. He makes fun of the nerd. He's the fucking bully. He's the jock bully that comes from a rich family that's able to beat people up and get away with it because his family bought a library for the school. Like, that's exactly who he is. So the fact that you are, aligning yourself with him does not make sense. But do y'all remember when we first talked about the Trump thing, and I told y'all that what we did not remember about last time was all of the infighting that takes place? Because essentially people that I think set out to destroy other people, when they're not in control of themselves, they destroy themselves and they destroy each other, whoever's in the clique, because something wrong with y'all. So y'all not gonna act right with each other, just like y'all not acting right with the rest of us. I did see the infighting happening, and it's not even, he hasn't even been signed in, and already the infighting is taking place. As y'all know, Donald Trump and his supporters are very much anti-immigration and pro-American, meaning they feel as though Americans should have top priority when it comes to jobs, especially the high-paying ones. Well, Trump's top advisors, Elon and Vivek, think otherwise when it comes to immigration, which has now divided the MAGA base group. And this is the funny part. Vivek and Elon and girl, everybody's an immigrant. Everybody's a fucking immigrant. Trump's people are immigrants. Like, what are you talking about? That's why I tell y'all this shit don't make sense. Elon, who is from South Africa but came here on a work visa, and Vivek, who was born to immigrant parents, argued on X that the HB1 visas given to highly skilled foreigners to come to America are necessary because they are a fundamental part of the tech world. Elon and Vivek employ hundreds of people on these visas, and they have encouraged Trump not to deport people who are here working legally. This ideology, though, is in direct contrast to the rhetoric Trump spread during his campaign, and his loyalists are pissed. They believe Americans should be put first for these jobs because America first, which means white first, but okay. Well, it has caused hysteria within the base, causing Vivek to defend his position with a lengthy tweet about why the culture here in America is why we don't have top engineer talent. But the culture was like that when you decided to align yourself with Trump, who is literally the poster child for nepotism. Our American culture has venerated mediocrity over excellence for way too long, at least since the 90s and likely longer. That doesn't start in college. It starts young. A culture that celebrates the prom queen over the math Olympiad champ or the jock over the valedictorian will not produce the best engineers. Duh. But that's why the education system is so terrible. And you're aligning yourself with the man that wants to dismantle the education system versus actually making it better. And you wonder why everybody's stupid. Okay. A culture that venerates Corey from Boy Meets World or Zach and Slater over Screech and Saved by the Bell or Stefan over Steve Urkel and Family Matters will not produce the best engineers. Wow, he used Family Matters. He definitely was watching all of the shows before he came over here. Yeah, I wasn't about to read all of that, but I got the gist of it. Okay, what did Elon say? He not gonna give y'all all that. The reason I'm in America along with so many critical people who build SpaceX, Tesla, and hundreds of other companies that made America strong is because of H1B. Take a big step back and fuck yourself in the face. I will go to war on this issue, the likes of which you cannot possibly comprehend. Something is wrong with Elon Musk, but I think this is hilarious. Because when when I and several other people that felt that Trump was not the best, not a good candidate, not in 2016, and damn sure not now, is a lot of y'all that wanted to argue. And now you've aligned yourself with people that don't agree with you on one of the base issues that y'all ran on, which is y'all xenophobia and racism. But it was cool when they was doing it to black people. See, the DEI initiatives was to keep women and black people, black people and other people of other nationalities that y'all may not like, to keep them out of certain jobs. If I don't want to hire a black person, I don't have to hire them. If I don't want to hire a woman, I don't have to hire her. That was the mentality. We literally talked about this. I told y'all. Okay? I told y'all. But either way, we'll see how it all plays out. But let's move on, because let's hear what Don Lemon had to say, because y'all was trying to eat Don Lemon up.
Dumb fucking idiots. Now you're just figuring this shit out. You're so fucking stupid and you deserve it. You fucking deserve it because you're so dumb. Jim, it's hypocrisy. So go with me here. Yes, I am gloating over your stupidity and how you were taken. I'm cackling in Kamala, says in Shanta. You have been co-opted because you're in a fucking cult and you don't even realize it because you have stupid MAGA brain and you don't get it. How stupid and dumb are you? And I'm just going to I can't wait to go through this. Okay.
Go through it.
So I'm going to read this again. So Krishnan's appointment triggered an anti-Indian backlash on social media, particularly given his past.
Child, it's the Indian people thinking that they wasn't going to fall in line with, what I'm saying? Like, what did y'all think was going to happen, Indian people? What did you think was going to happen? They don't know if y'all are us or y'all are y'all sometimes. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
For increasing green cards and immigration broader. Oh, no. Immigration. We can't do the immigration because it's hot here, guys. Sorry. Woo! Thank you. We can't ding out you.
It's kind of sad watching Don Lemon try to cling to. I don't know, child. You're naked in your picture, so this is all of the MAGA people that thought they was reading him. He's 58. To me, I think it's crazy that y'all are trying to like shame Don Lemon for his response when y'all stupid ass president, like, he laughs at disabled people. He ribs the shit out of people. Y'all loved it when he did it. Y'all loved it when he was like, and making fun of people and shit. Now y'all mad that Don Lemon is doing the same thing. The bar has been lowered, ho. Don't act like, oh, where's the integrity? Bitch, it died a long time ago. Okay? And it damn sure wasn't alive or well when y'all decided to vote in this man for president again. So here we are. Everybody's down in the dirt. And we laughing at y'all stupid asses. And we will continue. I don't care. Wow, I just watched Don Lemon and so American vote. Yeah, y'all are stupid. Y'all are stupid. I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit y'all talking about in them comments. All y'all are dumb. We said that y'all was dumb. We said it was going to end up hurting y'all because it hurt the last time and it didn't make sense the last time. And when we finally got Biden in, say what you want to about Sleepy Joe, but it was an emotional reprieve. I think everybody took a deep fucking breath and exhaled when Trump got out of the presidency and Biden got in. But just because y'all expect for a president to work for y'all like McDonald's or some shit, and McDonald's ice cream machine don't even work all the time, but y'all expect for the government, which y'all don't really understand, to work like this for y'all, like Amazon. Like, no, baby, the government is not Amazon. It's not a 2-day thing, honey. It's not even a 4-year thing. And that's just what it is. But we told y'all, I want Don to keep calling y'all stupid because you are dumb. The fact that y'all, it's so many people, every single Trump supporter, you are dumb, babe. You're in a cult. And I've been telling you this. I don't care what none of y'all are talking about. Y'all can find ways to intellectualize this shit all you want to. And I'm going to continue to say you can't intellectualize this dumb ass shit. Okay? You're in a cult. You're in a cult, hun. Okay? Oh, Lord, child. 'Cause I'm dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. Okay, y'all. I miss Selena. Anyway, Miss Saldivar, y'all, who is currently serving a life sentence for the horrific murder of the Tejano icon, has reportedly filed paperwork to seek her release next year. According to the New York Post, while serving her sentence at the Patrick O'Daniel unit in Gatesville, she has maintained a pristine record. A Texas Department of Criminal Justice official informed the outlet, and because of that, she may have a chance of being freed. However, she may have to contend with more than just a legal battle, as fellow inmates have revealed to the NYP that Saldivar has a bounty on her head. Yeah, when I tell y'all, it's a collective. We not fucking with y'all, child. This is the one thing you can get all of us to like come together on. What? Okay, the Mexicans and the black people and the white people that listen to Selena, child. Okay, there's a bounty on your head, bitch. We will never forget. We will never forgive. Former prisoner Yesenia Dominguez told the Post that the now 65-year-old murderer, child, she's 65. Y'all know my mama just made 67. Did y'all see my mama on my Instagram? This lady is younger than my mama. That's so sad. Everyone was always like, let me have 5 minutes with that bitch. Former inmate Marisol Lopez. Look, I'm sorry, y'all. The guards keep her away from everyone else because she's hated so much. If she were out in general population, someone would try to take her down. Saldivar is reportedly, when I tell y'all, you know why? Because the people in jail got HBO, bitch. The people in jail got HBO. The people in jail can watch Selena on YouTube. Anybody, I promise you, people who didn't even know who Selena is, they'll be in jail with Yolanda and somebody be like, child, y'all, you don't know her? Girl, go watch this movie. And then people in jail go watch that fucking movie. They hate her ass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I believe it. And for some reason, I'm sorry, y'all. This is the dark side of Bondy's energy. I feel no ways. I feel no ways. Because to me, you're an evil old bitch. To me, you're an evil old bitch. And you may not harm anybody if you get out of jail because you're 65. But you give me evil behind the eyes. So to me, I wouldn't trust her because she seemed like one of them people that might end up working for somebody and like, you know, she might be a maid or something. And you find out she's slowly poisoning the lady she worked for or some shit like that. Yeah, you don't have a lot of people in prison to idolize in order for you to try to harm. you don't have anybody in prison to idolize so that you can harm them. But as soon as you let her old ass out, find somebody to idolize so that you can try to harm them. I don't think that nobody should let her out, and I don't think anybody should let the Menendez brothers out. Leave them crazy fucking people from the 90s in jail where they belong. Unless it's a drug charge, leave them where they at, y'all. If it's a murder charge and they did that shit, I want you to leave them where they at. Leave them where they at. You've been in jail too long. I don't think she served her time. That lady dead. We'll never have Selena again, bitch. My feelings get hurt every time I see that fucking white flower fall to the ground, bitch. Like you really stole, like honestly, like you stole a lot from us. You stole a lot from us when you killed that lady. So at the end of the day, I feel like, you should be where you at, baby. Be where you at. It's life. Life. Temperatures about 100 degrees. Okay, listen. Y'all, let's talk about Martell real quick before we get into I think my last two stories are gonna be the Braxtons and Royce Reed. Oh, and we got to talk about B. Simone. Child, don't let me forget to talk about B. Simone. So we'll talk about Martell, then we'll go to B. Simone. So Martell, y'all watch Love and Marriage Huntsville again. We will discuss this in deeper, detail in my members only live. But Martell Holt is continuing to try to shame Letitia Scott through the internet because Letitia said that he likes boys. And I personally feel like anybody that's actually paying attention to Martell, you could tell that, he would probably fuck a man. Like he would fuck a man for money. He'll let a man suck his dick. Like, yeah, all that. You may not be a power bottom, but it's definitely giving a soft top. It's definitely giving a soft top. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But if you look at Martell, if you pay attention to Martell, it low-key gives a vibe. It gives a vibe that if nobody's around, if in prison, Martell's gonna have some dude. Like, okay, it's what it gives to me. It's only what it gives to me, girl. But he said, good morning, Letitia Scott. You let my boy eat with your hubby too. You wild for that. You know what's crazy? That he's even talking about this, yet they were literally in that interview talking about how Ariane was around everybody. So what this is another failed attempt for Martell to make everybody else in the group seem as if they're just as bad as him. This is why everybody's a side chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really think it'd be Mel that's trying to out people for cheating and whatever. But to me, it's really Martell. I think Mel be wanting y'all to be outed so y'all can stop asking about her. And also because y'all are on a reality show. If y'all weren't on a reality show, I don't think that she would actually give a fuck. Martell, I believe, would spray y'all because he don't like that y'all don't like him anymore. Martell gives me, if you don't go along with what I say, even if it's a lie and it sounds stupid, if you don't go along with it, I'm gonna be mad at you and I'm gonna try to get revenge on you. He honestly, like when I tell y'all, it's something about them Capricorn men, because isn't Ray J a Capricorn as well? And I feel like he give me the same energy. Like if you pay attention, they kind of go around collecting information on people that they can use later on. Like he's obviously not as smart as Ray J. Please don't get me wrong. But the way they tend to unhinge, yeah, it is definitely given the same. So he says, what Marceau don't know won't hurt. Shareable, Buick. I don't know why he's so, he's trying to put this out there that this guy back here, and he covered the faces of the people he liked, I guess. But this guy back here, he's saying that this guy cheated with Letitia and fucked her in the back of a Buick. He is the one that caused the scare after Marceau's vasectomy too. Oh, so y'all remember when Marceau got a vasectomy and Tisha thought she might be pregnant? Well, I guess Martell is saying that Tisha was fucking with this guy back here, and that might be why, why she thought she was pregnant and it wasn't Marceau. And if that's the case, I don't know if Martell knows this. This is my response if any of the shit that Martell is saying is true. You go, Tisha. You go, Tisha. You go, girl. Okay? And I mean it. I mean it. That man would not tell you he loved you on camera. That man went and got a vasectomy behind your back and didn't tell you. Hold up, y'all. I ain't take this sweatshirt off. I'm hot. That man played in your face. You asked him, have you cheated on me, Marceau? And Marceau said, I can't answer that question for you. The same shit that Mel said to Kimmy recently is the same shit. Is the same shit that Marceau said to Tisha. I can't answer that for you, Tisha. I can't answer that for you, baby. You remember? I feel like it's been years. It's been years of us watching Marceau play in Tisha's face. So if Tisha went and fucked one of his homeboys on the low, girl. You go, Tisha. You fucking go, girl. Now, here's the thing, though, Tish. Okay, listen. If this is the truth and y'all decided to stay together because we both didn't fucked up, that's cool. But see, you needing him to wear that ring, I need for you to stop caring about shit like that. And the reason why I'm saying I need you to stop caring about shit like that is because I feel like whenever you give, so much energy to something, it can be used against you. If you want so badly for him to wear that ring, he probably still won't wear it all the time just to aggravate you, just to have some leverage on you emotionally. And so what I would do is anytime you see him not wearing his, I would take mine off. That's what I would do. I would take mine off too. And hey, they don't know you married. They don't know I'm married neither. You got to learn how to keep that same energy the entire time. And I think what ends up happening is a lot of women, they try to, go tit for tat with these niggas. And then at some point they relent. Don't relent. Keep your foot on their neck. Keep your foot on that nigga neck, girl. Okay. I'm glad for you, girl. If Martell is telling the truth, thank you, Martell, for letting us see Tisha as something other than a woman that allows her, weird looking husband to disrespect her. You know what I'm saying? He looked better right here. Somebody taught him how to take a picture. Okay. But yeah, Good for you, Teeth. Okay, good for you, girl. Fuck out of here. Like, we were supposed to be mad about that shit. I'm not be mad about that shit. So apparently Tasha responded. Okay, she posted some text messages. Tasha, what were you suggesting besides giving you the interview? You went hard at us. Martell, you know I do wine, gossip, and comedy. That interview was a shit show. It made y'all look bad. And Ariane made you look soft, like a bitch. Not her putting it in parentheses. Telling you to hush. It looked like you employed your woman to fight your battles. Well, duh, Tasha. Duh. That's what he was doing with Mel. Like that's how he work. The same thing that Marceau is doing with his wife. Oh, because Marceau absolutely let Tisha hang out there by herself when she wanted to out him for being, undercover brother or whatever. You should have left it to women business. But that would mean that he had integrity or sense or decorum, and he doesn't have any of those things, especially when he gets upset. If he's not upset, he can pretend to have decorum. He can pretend to have integrity. He can pretend to have respect. But as soon as he gets upset, all of that shit go out the window. That's how you know it's not real. That's how you know it's not real. But yeah, Tasha just kind of, woke up and decided to post the text messages, and then he posted a thumbs up. What are you gonna say to you? You look like a bitch. Okay. Tasha. Oh my God, you ain't shit. Okay. Moving on, y'all. Let's get into the B Simone of it all. Where is the original B Simone post? Oh, girl, I love me an old pick me thirsty ass bitch that uses God to help her find a man. Because that's all B Simone has acquired, like, such a successful career using crystals and shit. But apparently the crystals did not get her the dick that she wanted. And so now we got to leave the crystals and we got to go to Jesus. Okay, we got to go to the Christian portion of TikTok, because we could probably get the nigga there. Just like Brittany Renner, who wanted to do, I'm going to the Lord, and now she, is in Nation of Islam or whatever. She's a Muslim now. Yeah, it's also that they can find a man, and it's also to deal with the deep shame and guilt that they carry. I didn't even know that B Simone is a preacher's kid. Yeah. The PK is a terrible child. The preacher's kids are fucking terrible. They be out here spazzing because they didn't get a balance in their childhood. So they get into their adulthood, they spaz the fuck out. They feel a lot of they feel a lot of guilt and shame about however they spazzed out. And so then it makes them do the extreme. Now I'm gonna go to the extreme. But let's listen to her squeal into. She looked pretty in that picture. Let's listen to her squeal into the camera.
This is gonna be controversial. This is gonna be real controversial, but I don't care. I gotta get this off my chest, and I gotta let y'all know I cannot go into 2025 with people who are still looking forward to their daily horoscope. I can't do it. This war we fighting, I need some intercessors. Y'all over here carrying around sage? Y'all still got rose quartz. I get it. I used to have the rose quartz in my bra. Like, I'm gonna find me a nigga today. Yeah, this rose quartz.
You see, I'm gonna find me a nigga today. It's always about finding a man for her.
Brock gonna bring me my husband. I get it.
Honestly, on some level, I feel like she thinks she was supposed to have found a man by now because she's light-skinned. Because she is on somewhat of a racially ambiguous, kind of look. I think she really is upset by the fact that she didn't get the man she thought her preference features were supposed to get for her.
I have been there, but what I'm saying is I'm not there anymore. And nothing against the people who believe in that. Just as for me.
Well, you can't say there's nothing against them because you just said I can't have you. This whole thing is you making fun of people with other spiritual practices, right? Especially one that you already used. But you definitely started this off with being disrespectful. You still looking forward to your daily horoscope. Yeah, you talking to people like they stupid because they like to read their horoscope. It's astrology. It doesn't always fit. It's not a one size fits all. Is it no different than you reading a Bible verse that may or may not coincide with your life at the moment? How is that any different?
And what I need in my life, I don't need a tool. I need the blood. So if you ain't covered in...
Y'all, this is when y'all start saying shit that really don't make sense when you really talk about it practically. You don't need the tools. of sage and all that. Also, those are things, all that. If you read the Bible, it's how y'all know y'all don't really read the Bible. Y'all just go read little quotes or little passages in the Bible that confirm your biases, basically, is what I think. Like, a lot of people use the Bible for confirmation bias more so than to actually learn anything from it. But it's so disconjointed and broken up. The only thing you can really learn is when you read the stories and try to find, like, what is the parable in the Bible verse? What is the parable? What am I supposed to be learning from this, right? And that's cool. But when people start saying shit like, I need the blood, what does that mean exactly? What does that mean? What does that mean, you need the blood? What does that mean? What does that mean? And for people that say it's not real blood. Yeah, baby. We're all aware. We're all aware that it's not real. We know. It's do you know? Okay. But when you say you need the blood, I'm trying to understand, what does that mean? Does that mean everybody around you needs to have this same fanatical mindset towards Christianity in order for you to fuck with them? If that's the case, that makes sense, because y'all be in a cult. So y'all need people to think exactly like you. Anybody that's offering you any type of critical thinking skills as it applies to that, you're not going to be okay. You're going to fight against it because you're in a cult.
The blood. Hey, you can't go to next year with me talking about, did you read your daily microscope?
It's not microscope. To me, this is low key played and lame as fuck. It's a joke, it's comedy, but it's lame. Like, it's lame. It's corny as fuck.
I don't give a damn about what the horoscope say about Aries. What does Matthew 2 and 2 say? This is gonna be controversial.
That's what I'm saying. What does Matthew 2 and 2 say? I don't know, bitch. I don't know. You tell me, since you know. Okay. But Jasmine read her the fuck down. I ain't even see this shit before Jasmine read her down. Okay, but everybody clocked in to, let her know she sounds stupid. And specifically, you sound stupid because everything you talking about, and we say this all the time, the things that people use in spiritual practice as far as crystals or plants or venerating your ancestors, like, y'all have misunderstandings of those things. Nobody's worshiping any of those things, but because you only view religion as worshiping something, you don't understand how you're supposed to really be connecting with these things so that you can connect to God. It is very much a tool, and she knows that. That's why she said, I don't need the tool. It's like, you don't need the tools of the religion, but you need the blood of it. So do you need somebody named Jesus to come and wipe period blood on you for you to like, what do you need exactly? Like, let us know. But either way, girl, that came up because she was ignorant as fuck and everybody was talking about it. And then her friends, girl, where her friends at? Where the friends, girl? What about your friend? Girl, it's giving Surviving B. Simone. It's giving Surviving B. Simone. Girl, we're not even gonna talk about how the wise men used the star, which is astrology, to find Jesus of Nazareth, girl. And they brought frankincense and myrrh, and these are herbs and incense, and they brought gold. Gold is basically a rock. I don't know if y'all know, but crystals, gold, silver, all of those things, like, they're considered rocks. Like, yeah, you might look at gold and silver as a precious metal versus, rose quartz or, all of the other amethyst, all of the different types of crystals. But essentially, all of this shit is rocks. The ring you can't wait to get, the gold wedding ring that you can't wait to put on your finger and claim that Jesus finally brought you a man, bitch. Yeah, that's a rock too, homie. That's a rock too. Like, what's going on? What's going on? You're going to love it when it's a diamond ring, but if it's a crystal, then all of a sudden it doesn't mean anything. Y'all need to decide what y'all on. Y'all need to decide what y'all on. It is very, very weird. Also talking about herbs, bitch, sage, you eat sage. Are you really going y'all still using sage, bitch? I cook with it. It make my place smell good. They say it actually gets rid of bacteria in the air, like, scientifically. So, it's just weird that you use these things to become rich. But because you still don't have any self-love, you still don't have any real core value or self-respect for yourself, that you only feel like you've made it if you find some toxic nigga to fuck on you every night, girl. Good luck. Good luck, girl. If all this journey for you is some dick, good luck. I hope Jesus brings you the penis you've been waiting for. Okay. But Letitia Marie Gardner is clearing the air in the comment section. She said, honestly, she said we don't serve her anymore and cut us all off individually. We still don't understand why, but we all respect her decision and wish her well. We're grateful we all still have each other. This was no shade to her. B. Simone's friend group not friends with her anymore. They are now including Megan in the group again. So I guess at some point y'all stopped being friends because of her, and now y'all all then came back together because y'all realized it was her. Okay, the truth always comes to the light, and God always works it out. Yes, Lord. Okay, I plan on being much meaner next year, so please don't play with me. That because that's what the Lord gonna get you, right? That the Lord wants you to be mean to the people. Okay, girl. All right. I'ma pray for her. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pray for her. That's so sad, girl. That's so sad. Y'all, what's going? So Benzino, hold on, wait. No. Let's go to this one first. Let's see her explain this, and then we'll move on.
I know I'm not a crier. I'm not emotional, but I definitely cried. I was like so heartbroken at first. I couldn't believe it. I felt like it was crazy, but I have so much peace about it now. You know, I'm human, so for sure I was heartbroken. Like I couldn't understand. Like wow, you know. But at the same time, I wish you well. I respect it. Y'all know, me. What's my favorite quote? I'm always saying, you got a better chance of getting chased by a dog than me. And I mean that. I can't listen. For one, y'all know I have adult children. So I don't do drama with adult women. I'm at my capacity. My daughter's going to be 20 years old. I'm at my capacity. Okay. Who my mom's in here with teenage daughters and above. We at our capacity. I need the women in my life or anybody in my life outside of my household to bring me peace and love and joy. And that's it. And I'm a very low maintenance friend. I don't require a whole lot because y'all know I be busy. I got a man, I got a business, I got kids. Y'all see me on here. My foundation is my family, and that's everything. So I don't require a whole lot. But again, you know, you got to.
Yeah, I hear you. Ultimately, it seems as if
y'all know I'm not.
You know, B. Simone probably wanted to make herself the victim in her friend group, and she does give draining energy. To me, even like the way she did the podcast, like she's gonna use everything as a way to make money, and that's her business. You know what I'm saying? But I think when people are so ruled by money, it's weird when they act like they actually have some deep, profound relationship with God. Because if you really did have such a deep, reflective relationship with God that served your inner self, you wouldn't show up like this. That's how I feel. Anyways, you gotta let people go when it's time to let them go. Now, Benzino, what's going on? Because y'all remember Benzino said it was a Tubi movie as to why he was threatening to stab himself and rolling around on the ground screaming and howling with that lady that was holding her phone and her purse at the same time trying to get him not to hurt himself. So this is him popping up again.
Okay, you give me too much.
Step out.
So I can't get my drawers off?
Step out.
For whatever.
Step out.
We're gonna put it out. We're gonna put it out.
Okay, so that's fine.
Chairs off the bench.
Gotcha. Sheriff's office goes to the room.
Oh, what you got down, son?
Sheriff's office.
Oh, so they said this is old, video dated 2022, but it's just now coming out, or is it just old? Okay, so here's the thing. This could be old. This can be old. But we just saw him rolling around on the ground. And then we also saw him trying to give advice to Travis Hunter. So I feel like I'm showcasing this so that y'all can see that these niggas are not okay. Benzino is not okay. He's not okay. Okay. You are too old to be getting evicted. I also feel like, is this really an eviction? And did they tell you that they had guns in the house? Like, why like this? But then remember, just a minute ago, that was a recent video of him acting like he was gonna stab himself. You see what I'm saying? And you wonder why his daughter don't want to be bothered with him. And you wonder why Althea left him where he was. The nigga crazy. I had to block him on social media because he wanted to keep arguing with me all day. And I also have to understand, a lot of times men want to argue with women online because they are lonely, and it is the only attention from a woman that they will get, arguing with some woman on the internet. I noticed that because I said that y'all was bullying Travis Hunter's girlfriend. And then all of these niggas who I believe have small dicks are now talking to me under comments, calling me a 304. And I'm just like, I am 36 years old, sir. If you want to call me a hoe, just call me a hoe. Don't call me no fucking 304, because I don't even know what that means for real. I don't even know what they do out here for all of that, okay? But if you want to call me a hoe, please just call me a hoe. And then I'll let you know that you wish I was a hoe. And honestly, every single nigga that talks shit to me in comments, I feel like you want to fuck me, you mad you can't fuck me, so now you got to talk to me crazy in some comments. That's how I feel about all of y'all. Any man that's coming at me sideways, whether in person or online, is because you're mad that you now realize you would never have access to a woman like me. I think a lot of time, and y'all, I've had arguments with men and all of that where it definitely seems like they think all women are stupid or always out for a man for his money. And then they have a conversation with me and find out that that's not where my mind is at all. And then they get mad that I'm the type of woman they would want, but that they don't have access to. And they prejudge me already. So you're already fucked up. You feel embarrassed. You're a dummy. Okay. You're a dummy. That's how I feel. Okay. But yeah, I'm like 304. No, baby. I'm 36. Just call me a hoe. Just call me a hoe so I can tell you that you wish I was a hoe. You wish. Because this is the only attention you're going to get from a bitch today, right? It is me telling you that your dick is small and you should find something else to do with your day. Benzino is one of them. Okay? Did y'all see that video with Justin Timberlake's dick? Oh my God. Y'all saw that shit? That shit was hilarious. Justin Timberlake was like in a harness, and I didn't save it, but he was in a harness and they showed it little bitty dick. Bitch, that dick was this small. Okay, a little bitty dick. Okay, a little bitty dick. And you know, it made so many things clear, right? Because over the years we started to not like Justin Timberlake, Jessica Biel, Janet Jackson, Britney Spears. Like, he's kind of, tried to kind of fly under the radar while also throwing these women out there for clout ever so often. And we found out about that little bitty dick. Girl, I was like, it all makes sense. Because in real life, to me, y'all, in real life, men who are really out here getting coochie, men who really get attention from women are usually not in comments arguing with women. To me. In real life, the men that get coochie, the men that actually, might have a little weight to their dick or know what to do with it, they aren't in the comments arguing with random women on the internet. They are literally in DMs talking about fucking somebody. Okay, so we can tell how y'all, if you using social media to talk shit to women in comments, that's because you're not getting no coochie or no attention from women. But if you are using if you're using it to DM people, it's because you're out here fucking. Okay. Now let's get into Royce Reed, y'all, because I'm gonna tell y'all, first of all, I feel like I have this same shit that she have on. It's actually sitting right over there. Mine is a little lighter, but I feel like I have this exact same hoodie cover thing. It's so comfortable when it's cold, child. But anyway, Royce got on TikTok and gave y'all a blow by blow of her experience of Dwight Howard after it came out that he and Amy Luciani's thirsty ass, y'all are engaged, okay? After all of that, still committed. It's like, girl, nobody thought that you were going to break up with him because of anything Royce said, because Royce has already said this shit. Royce has already said a lot of these things.
Oh, really?
About him. Okay. Now y'all can go watch it because it's like 6 parts at this point, and I'm not about to go through all of that with y'all, but I'm gonna just basically break it down real quick. Royce said that, I mean, she talked about it on the Carlos interview last year too as well. But she talked about the fact that his brother, I believe, or sister or somebody might have assaulted him, which is why, you know, I guess it was ignored when her son was assaulted by a nanny at Dwight Howard's house. To me, when we were listening to Drea Kelly talk to Carlos about how she felt like something was going on with her daughter calls her crying, but she can't get to her daughter, and the police tell her that she can't go and get her kid. The police tell her that there's nothing she can do. Even if her child is being harmed, you call the police will go over there, take the child, and put the child in CPS versus giving the child to their mother. So, you know what I mean? Like, when you put that in perspective, listening to Royce's story is just so much more understandable, right? I do feel like there's something about Royce that has a dark energy to me. But at the same time, I feel like it's because of what her life has been like. And I also want to say I blame her father. Like, I feel like Royce must have a good relationship with her daddy, but I also feel like her daddy ain't shit. She might be mad at me for saying that. But specifically during her breakdown, she talked about when she initially got pregnant by Dwight. And I never felt like she was just some gimme girl trying to get with Dwight, because as long as we saw Royce was always working. So it never made sense to me for y'all to make it seem like, oh, she just wanted a baby with Dwight for money, when every time you turn around, she's somewhere working or doing a job. This is doing the basketball wives days, right? Either way, we didn't really know Dwight as much back then. So it was, you know, take it or leave it, her story about him. But she said when she got pregnant for him, she wanted to have, you know, she wanted to do away with it. And her dad told her, you was grown enough to lay down and have the baby, then you need to be grown enough to take care of it. I think that is some of the most abusive shit that you could have possibly did to your daughter. You, first of all, I can be grown and lay down and fuck somebody, and then be grown and go get, I can do both. I can be grown and do both of those things. Yeah. I can be grown, lay down, have sex with somebody, get pregnant, and then be like, you know what? I don't want this. I'm going to be grown and go get this. But she needed money. And back then it was harder to do than it has been in recent years. It's like, you know, it's a long time ago. It's 2009. So to me, I felt like her dad is the reason why she's really in this situation, because he was the deciding factor. Because he said that she should keep the baby. Her mom didn't give her the money either. So I also look at the mom like, you ain't shit neither. So to me, when I say that Royce's energy is dark, I think that has a lot to do with her parents, because even though her parents probably have helped her and all of that, I blame her parents. So when she talks about how Dwight depleted her mom's savings account because he was trying to get all of this money from Royce, kept sending her to court over and over again. He's trying to deplete her financially as a way of abuse. I kind of felt like that's what your mama get. Maybe your mama should have used some of the money that was in that savings account and let you go get, you know, a fetus deletus. Thank you. Okay. So that we wouldn't be in this situation right now. A lot of y'all are so anti that, but you don't realize the hell that everybody's about to go through because you want to feel like you want to punish a woman for having sex. When y'all force women to have babies, it's because you want to punish them for having sex. I don't care what you're talking about. You want to, guilt, shame. You shouldn't have had sex. You shouldn't have got pregnant. Now you got the baby. Now you're going to take care of it. I don't care. Well, guess what? Not everybody's life is worse because y'all wouldn't let that girl go get a fetus deletus. So I'm going to start off by saying that. To me, it seems as if not only was Dwight allowing people to harm the child by not being there, but also his own lifestyle. And I remember watching like a documentary. It might have been on the Lakers. It was a documentary on the Lakers, and he was a part of it. And when they were talking about it might not even have been the Lakers, but I just remember watching a sports documentary and Dwight was speaking. And I was just like, something is wrong with that nigga. And then when you get into the religious factor, something is doubly wrong with that nigga. And I want y'all to pay attention. Anytime somebody doesn't like to wear condoms, likes to have sex with a whole bunch of different people, they do a whole bunch of shit that's anti-Christianity. But they use Christianity as a way to block accountability, and they use Christianity as a way to abuse other people. So when they do that, I need y'all to understand those people are of dark energy, and it's not about God. So anything they're telling you as it pertains to God is bullshit. It's bullshit, right? Y'all going to listen to her whole situation. But to me, this even more validates that Dwight Howard is abusive. He's a fucking weirdo, and he needs help mentally. She said he forced her to do certain things sexually that she didn't want to do. Amy, get ready to be doing painful anal sex like Cam Newton's girlfriend. Be prepared for that, because that's what that sounded like to me. She didn't want to have anal, and she had it with him anyway. She talked about times that he forced his crotch into her face so that he can force fellatio on her. And then when she talked about going to stay with him during the pandemic, after all of those things had happened, because she felt like she had no choice. And then one of the baby mamas died, and she was close to that baby mama. So it's like, okay, let's put the past in the past. I think that's crazy. I think that's wild for her to do. But I also understand how your family and the people around you will bully you into reconciling with somebody because that's the child's father. They will do that. And we've heard many stories about Dwight over the years. Dwight is not okay in the head as far as I'm concerned. So when Amy Luciani shows up dating him, honestly, I feel, y'all, it's going to sound fucked up. And I said this in the DMs with my girls, but I said, never in my life have I thought it was funny to watch a woman get into a relationship with a man that I know is probably going to abuse her. It has never been funny to me, because abuse is not funny. And I want to be very clear. Just because I don't like you doesn't mean that it's okay. Just because I am finding comedy in you signing up for your own, for your own ass whipping, because I feel like you a kind of ain't shit ass woman. I think Amy Luciani is an ain't shit ass woman. Watching her on reality TV and then watching this situation that's happening in real life, you give me an ain't shit ass woman, meaning that you don't care about anything besides what you want. You want a man, and that's all you care about. You don't care about the stories that people have told about him. You don't care about people's experiences of him. It has nothing to do with him being bisexual. Nothing to do with him liking trans women. Nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with how he used the court system to abuse Royce. It's about how he physically and sexually abused Royce, allegedly, because that's what she said. And also, it's the way he presents himself. Anytime y'all are clinging to Christianity, but showing us that y'all lives are extremely secular, I think y'all are fucking weird. Y'all are weird, and I don't trust you, okay? Ain't nothing holy about it. But let's listen to this clip, and y'all understand why I really feel like, you know what, Amy? I'm excited about whenever this breaks up.
Somebody said, Amy, girl, you don't know what that man did in his past. See, that's why this person who just wrote that comment.
But God knows what you've done in your past.
I'm going to say it. That's why this person who wrote that comment.
But God know what you did in your past? Girl, what?
Will never get blessed like they supposed to.
Ever.
And he'll never get blessed like you're supposed to. Because we are telling her that she should maybe be careful of somebody that was accused of abusing a child. He hit the little boy, and the little boy had bruises on his body. He's been accused of pushing his dick in somebody's face. See, the difference between when we're trying to warn women about men that are abusive or not safe is because it's not safe for them. Travis Hunter is going to be fine because his 22-year-old girlfriend was out there thotting and bopping when she was 19 and 20, even though they're supposed to be in a relationship. She was thotting and bopping. I'm sure he was too, but y'all don't have evidence of that. But either way, when y'all get online and call her a hoe and tell him he needs to be careful of her and all of that type of shit, I don't think that's the same thing as us telling Amy, this man has abused people. This man has been accused of this, and this. I don't think it's the same thing. I don't. I even wouldn't have anything to say if he was just a habitual cheater. If he was just a habitual cheater, I wouldn't even care about that. Because, bitch, you know what it is and you don't care. Y'all might have an open situation. I ain't worried about that. But actual physical and sexual abuse and all of that, I have an issue with that. And I think that is totally different than people just cheating or fucking. That to me, that's different. Okay? But the way he is going to tell us that everybody sins, and that's another thing y'all do that I can't like, that I can't get with. I can't get jiggy with that shit. Oh, y'all act like you ain't never sinned. What I know I ain't never done is push myself on nobody. I've never forcibly anybody. I've never pushed my crotch into a woman's face. I've never beat a child until they had bruises on their body. No, I've never done any of those fucked up things. Some of y'all act as if, oh, people, good people just do bad things sometimes. No, people are bad sometimes. They might have a little bit of good. They might be 70% bad and 30% good, bitch. That might be their makeup. Some of us are, more of a like an 80% good and a 20% bad, or a 70% good and a 30% bad. But him being 70% bad and 30% good is not the same thing as me being 70% good and 30% bad. It's not the same. Y'all do this all the time where y'all like, y'all act like y'all so holier than thou. Bitch, we are talking about crimes against humanity, my nigga. Like, stop acting like it's the same thing. Stop acting like lying about something or cheating. And there is habitual cheating that's abuse, yes. But it's not the same thing to me as what he's doing and what he's accused of doing. So when you get online and try to act like, oh, everybody's acting like they're holier than thou, cut it the fuck out.
They talking about something, my past. Everybody in the world got a past. But guess what? When you get into a relationship with somebody, you don't bring the past in the relationship. The past is the past for a reason. Somebody like you will be stuck in the past for the rest of your life. And you won't get the benefits and the blessings that you're supposed to get. Because you're worried about somewhere else, and you worried about the past too much. Let it go.
And you'll end up in the same situation as his other baby mamas because you don't pay attention to patterns. It's not about the past. It's about patterns of behavior. Y'all don't seem to understand that if a person does not heal, if a person does not correct their bad behavior, they cycle. Especially abusive people, they cycle. It's so weird in 2024, almost 2025 to fucking tomorrow, that y'all don't understand that people love bomb you. And then eventually they start to abuse you. Just because you're not experiencing it right now, because he's using, his ends to make you feel like you finally with a tall nigga with money instead of a nigga that's shorter than you, that's a bum. So you all excited. He's a weirdo. She's a weirdo. And I can't wait for it all to come out in the wash. And I won't feel bad for her. It depends, but I won't feel bad for her. I won't, because I really, really feel like Amy is like the worst type of woman. And I think it has something to do with her mom and her sisters. This competitive relationship that you have with women. So any woman that is in such competition with another woman or other women for men, yeah, I think something's wrong with y'all. I don't think women should ever be in competition for a man. I don't. And I think it's weird when y'all do that. I think y'all look crazy and y'all always end up with egg on your face. You always end up looking fucking stupid. You always end up being abused or having something happen to you, which is the same shit that the previous woman said and told you about, but you wanted to act like they was hating on you and we still together. Girl, it's been 5 fucking minutes. You do not know that man. That's what everybody was saying. You do not know that man. We are talking about decade plus of information coming out on Dwight Howard. Decade plus of information that we can pick and deduce this nigga ain't quite right. And you decide to have a public relationship with him where you nanny boo-boo another woman, which is the same thing she was doing on Love and Hip Hop. She was sitting like literally putting herself in competition with women over niggas that didn't even want her. What she did with Scrappy, what she did with Chaotic. What was the other one that she was fucking with? But she consistently puts herself in competition with women over men that nobody should be competing for. Girl, where's your self-respect? Where's your self-respect? Like, where's the self-love? Because I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry. And we don't know what's going on in these people's relationship. But the way she is going about it, the way she's trying to rub it in other people's face after all that, still committed. Y'all love to be in scenarios where y'all can feel like the world was against your love, but your love came out on top, like Portia and Simon. And then we gonna catch y'all in court arguing with each other, tiring us the fuck out on social media in a few months. Pay attention to patterns, bitches. Oh my God. Because they in first class? That's cute. That's cute. Be in first class. You're gonna be in first class getting your ass whipped. But you know, a lot of y'all don't understand the other option, because there's so many women that say shit like, I mean, would you rather cry in a Toyota or cry in a Bentley? Bitch, I'd rather not cry at all. How about that? How about that? I'd rather not cry at all, bitch. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? And listen, I think that Dwight and Amy will probably have a lot of fun in that relationship for a little while, just like Royce did. Just like Royce did. You'll have a little fun with him. You'll have a good time with him. Oh, yeah. You'll probably have some crazy sex shit happen to you. Maybe some painful anal sex, but you'll enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Because sex is not about you enjoying it. It's about pleasing him, right? Right, Jazzy? I just want y'all to stop publicly depicting yourselves as like bearers of abuse. And I think for women, it is different because women are all being socialized to be this way. No matter what anybody's talking about, y'all really like to act like, you know, women at large are just out here being 304s and not giving a fuck about anything. But what we see more than not is women like Jazzy, women like Amy, women like Royce. Women who have been abused, mishandled to a degree that you don't normally see men being mishandled and disrespected. You just don't see it. I didn't forget about the WNBA girl. I didn't forget about her. I just don't care. Yeah, I know he was with somebody that played the WNBA. She was 19 years old. That relationship lasted for 6 months and then she left him. It's of no consequence. At the end of the day, he will cycle through women because it looks good publicly and because he's probably guilting and shaming himself about whatever he does with men because of the religion. Okay? And so you need a woman that has strong features and is tall and, you know, maybe can, if you squint, make you think about fucking a man. But yeah, they'll have fun. And we'll see how it all breaks down. Okay. But you know, girl, Amy's ex Mozzie had about 4 kids and Dwight has like 6 or 7 kids. Child, the way Royce, y'all got to go watch Royce's breakdown on TikTok. But the way she was talking about, oh, this baby came. I met him. He introduced me to this baby. Then I find out a couple of months later, this new baby came. You don't use condoms. You out here just having children recklessly. You are abusing the women you're in relationships with. You're using your money to abuse them in a court system. Yeah, this is not a good man to be in partnership with, because as soon as he gets upset with you, he's going to do the same shit to you. I didn't know he was a pastor. Yeah. Somebody ordained him. Somebody decided upon that. See, that's how you know you can't trust that shit. Because why the fuck would y'all make him a pastor? Out of all the people. He can't even put a condom on his dick. And you gonna make him a pastor? Girl. That's how y'all see what it is to be a pastor. Anyway, we're gonna do a quick little like the video. Y'all support the channel. Do me a favor, okay? Support me, girl. If you like me, it's okay. If you don't, but you know, you can at least like the video because it's free. We're gonna take a quick little break. We're gonna come back for the Braxton story. We're gonna talk about that.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
Okay. Did you like the video? Did y'all follow my other YouTube channel, like BondyBlue Bites? Okay. Did you follow Reset by Design Wellness? All right. When I tell y'all, it don't matter what I'm doing, this lady gonna always find a way to call me while I'm on live. Anyway, so okay, so he was. That's what I thought. I didn't know he was a pastor or anything. When I was listening to the story, she said he was with a pastor. He was on the phone with a pastor. There was like a phone conversation that was recorded and put out there. But it doesn't even matter because he still likes to tote around religion as if it makes him appear better than he actually is. And that's what I really pay attention to. People who use religion as a way to protect their image, but they don't really use religion as it, or the spiritual practice, they don't use it as it pertains to personal growth or how they treat other people. It goes completely out the window when they get angry with somebody. So yeah, I didn't hear that he was one, but I heard he was with one. Okay. And people like him, they do like, they get all wrapped up in church, and then they like to go and, become ministers and all that type of guy. I ain't got time for all that. Okay. I ain't got time for that. So anyway, that's that on that. Good luck to them. I'm excited and very happy for Amy and for Dwight Howard, because something tells me we will continue with everything falling out of the closet in 2025, and we'll see how that one reveals itself. But anyway, yes, let's go ahead and get into the Braxtons of it all. Okay, so this is one of the Braxtons' niece child.
Hey guys, okay, I'm gonna finish talking about this situation. And I just want to say,
why I can't make this go
not
faster?
easy. It's not fun. It's not something that I want to talk about. This is not for clout. This is not something that makes me happy to be able to speak and to talk about. So let's just get that cleared up right away. This is not a space and place for me to trash my family's name. It's a space and place for me to talk about something that I've gone through, and to be able to make light of a situation that a lot of us have gone through that were completely silenced. And for the first time in a really long time, I just feel like I want to help other people, and I feel free. And I just feel like if it can help people, then I'm more than happy to share what has happened to me. So a lot of you have been super awesome and shared with me and DM'd me your stories. Some of you have opened up the first time to me, and some of you have shared your stories of how you've gone off now to become like therapists. And some of you have said that you've
blah 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 blah.
I think you know that if you've gone through this, it's not easy for me to talk about, and you'll see as I'm trying to find the word. So much bravery, but there will be people who do love you. Foggy, but also it took me a really long time to overcome all of this, and sooner than I expected or wanted to, but I'm able to talk about it, and I'm just told that happened. Absolutely not. Okay. I'm there for the summer. Her partner her husband at the time decides to start sexting me. So sexting in a sexual manner. Okay. There was nothing physical that happened. Absolutely nothing physical. However, when my parents first brought it up to my aunt, she was there for me, very like, I'm so sorry this happened to you. And as the years have evolved, that has turned into, it's your fault. It's turned into, you were old enough to know right from wrong. And it's turned into something physical happened and you did it. And for me, that's mind-boggling to me, because if there was something that was physical that happened, and I'm 16 years old, this makes this person you know the word and I can't use it. And so that is mind-boggling. It's just something that I don't really understand. I'm 16 years old. I'm 16. So what I've learned in therapy is that it doesn't matter what age you are when this sort of situation falls into your lap, however you decided to handle it is however you decided to handle it. And it's the responsibility of the adult to have had the responsibility to handle it a certain way. But when you're 16, or it doesn't matter what age you are as a child, you're not equipped of how this works, and it just shouldn't have fallen into your hands anyway. And so I think the hardest part for me was trying to navigate as to why is it me, you know?
why am I the scapegoat? Why are you not talking to me? I didn't ask for it. And I think so much empathy is needed for people who have gone through this sort of situation, for you to really understand that we didn't ask for this situation to happen to us. I didn't ask for this. I didn't want this. I don't want this. This is not fun. This is my life. This is real. This is my family. It's not something that you ask for. And so you can only spend so much time thinking about it and pondering and wondering like what you could have done better, done differently. And I've just gone through enough therapy to just realize and understand that I handled it the way that I did, and it just shouldn't have been in my plate. And why do you want me to come to you and say, yes, I had a physical relationship with this person? Like, that makes him do it. I said that I wouldn't get emotional on this, and I just I don't know. This person has also had a platform to be able to talk and to be able to voice, show his character of who he is, and like we're just breaking bread with the person as if nothing has happened, or like it's just, I don't know. I say all of this to say that there's so many of you who understand my frustration in this and my silence, and I've just been dealing with so many emotions of feeling so many, like I have to start another video, sorry.
Okay, so that's basically the gist of the situation, right? And I'll just reiterate. So apparently at 16 years old, she was staying with one of the Braxtons, a family member. Yes, allegedly, we believe that this was Trina and Gabe proceeded to start sexting her. And the reason why people think it's Gabe is because Gabe was on the show sexting people, and it was an issue back then. And I also could see how it wasn't her fault back then, but now how it's become her fault now because he died. And it also makes me feel like I regret feeling sad about his passing. But to me, it's giving because he died, you now want to remember him in a better light. And so the things that he did, you no longer want to see it that way. And I saw somebody mention that in Jamie's video, she played a video, an interview between Trina and her husband. Was that when they were in the shade room? Either way, I feel like he was expressing how he didn't like the way she was grieving about Gabe. And a lot of us kind of felt like, why are you mad about the way she's grieving a dead person? Well, if you're grieving somebody who was sexting your 16-year-old niece the same way you're grieving your sister, I could see how that would be an issue. I could see how the man you're with now will be sitting up there looking at you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you so hurt? And why are you having this response to this man that has done harm to your family in such a way? I if that's the interview that Jamie played, because I didn't get a chance to watch her video yet, but I saw her video, and I was in Erica's video, and she mentioned it, and I was like, let me go look and find out what happened. So we were talking about it in the DMs, and I'm like, yeah, and this is a situation that happens. And one of the other videos she did, and y'all can go to her TikTok and watch all of the different videos that she did, to find out, whose child she is. Child, they got so many people in that fucking family. Please don't ask me to know which child she belonged to, but she's a Braxton, okay? Either way, it sounds as if the whole family kind of shunned her. She's been living in Europe for the past 9 years, so she doesn't even live here anymore. But she says that at first she thought it was a Black people thing. And I made me think about how many times y'all really think that white people or other ethnicities have shit figured out that Black people don't. And it makes me think that y'all are not around those people, or you don't interact with any information about other ethnicities of people in order for you to believe that. Because to me, I feel like it is very plain to see the overall arcing male dominated world that we live in, the religious, all of that will lend to men being able to assault or harass and get away with it. And the family is going to protect the man. That happens in most people's situations. White people, Indian people, Asian people, Black people, Latina people, they're always going to protect the man because the entire world, for the most part, at large, is a patriarchy. And that means they value men over women. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. You see it every day on social media, the difference in the way men respond to women in the way, I mean, everybody, not even just men, the way men are responded to versus the way women are responded to. You notice it with the way boys and girls are raised. Normally, boys are coddled and taught not to do certain things because that's a girl's work for you to do that. And then y'all make the little girls do all of this shit that y'all never make the boys do. And then you grow up and realize that, oh, wow, why am I the only one doing all of this stuff? All he got to do is cut the fucking grass once every week. I got to be up here washing dishes, washing clothes, cleaning the fucking house. And because he only does the outside shit that only needs to be done once a week, it's as if we're equal when we're really not. Right? Like you literally see it all over the place how men are pedestalized in comparison to women. So that is going to translate whenever men decide they want to be creepy or nasty and try to fuck on people they're not supposed to be trying to fuck on, whether that's children or people in their families or girls who don't want the attention from them. They will be able to do what they want to do at some point. And the only people that will really be made to blame at the end of it is the victim, because we live in a victim blaming society. And of course, there are always exceptions to a rule, y'all. I hate people that act as if because you have one or two examples or your specific childhood, you didn't grow up seeing this. So you act as if the whole world is not having a similar experience. That's why I don't like whenever y'all, we see a story on blogs about somebody getting arrested for something that is so crazy in America to get arrested for, but you get arrested for it in Dubai or something like that. And everybody like, that's why y'all don't go over there acting like that. I get what you're saying. People should absolutely be aware of the laws because everywhere is not like America, but that doesn't make it right. And it's almost as if y'all feel like because other places have more oppressive laws, that makes it right because that's just how they live. No, they're being oppressed at a higher rate than we are. Everybody's being oppressed at some level. And people who live in certain countries, no matter what you view of them, they are being oppressed. Okay. So yeah, people are thinking it's Gabe. And I feel like it would make sense that it would be because of the sexting thing. And this is all alleged if it's Trina and Gabe, but that's what everybody is saying. She didn't specifically name who it was in all of her storytelling, but it would just make sense because of the sexting part, y'all. And she said her then husband, a lot of the things lined up for it to be Gabe, okay? And also for the story to change. So when she says at first they believed her and it wasn't her fault, but now it is, I could see how that would happen because he died. And usually when abusive men die, if they had any good qualities, the women in their lives only remember the good qualities. The good shit is always made to be bigger than any of the negative experiences because the person is dead. And y'all feel like whenever somebody dies, they should all of a sudden become like deified or, they should now be considered a saint. Death has made them, impervious to whatever they might have done in life. That's why I don't agree whenever y'all be like, oh, that person dead. Don't talk bad about the dead. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I usually feel like the best time to talk about somebody that has abused you is when their ass is dead. That's usually the best time. Okay, because you don't have to deal with any retribution from that person. You don't have to deal, with a lot of the things that will happen. People calling you a liar and all of that shit that happens when a person is alive. So when y'all be talking that shit, oh, don't speak ill on the dead. I don't agree with that. If it's the truth, speak it. I think she made it her fault before he died, probably when they got back together and remarried. That's a possibility as well. And it would have to be her fault in order for you to be okay with the fact that you're now deciding to be in a relationship again with a man that was inappropriate with your 16-year-old niece. Okay. So yeah. Like I said, we all think it was Gabe. We don't exactly know, but we all think that it was Gabe and Trina. Okay. That's the assumption at this point, just to be very clear. But yeah, y'all, thank you. Tosh Bertrand for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. Brandon Brown, thank you for becoming a member. Mary Sparkles like, whoa, thank you for the super chat. Would you consider doing stand-up? Yeah, I've been talking about it for a minute. I actually got a mic a long mic and everything to like practice it in my content here with y'all. But some of y'all complained about me standing and all of this other shit. So I've just been like, I'm not even gonna worry about y'all. I'll do it when I feel like it. Lady T, thank you for the super chat. Happiest of New Year's. Thanks so much for all your talent and info. Much love. Thank you so much for supporting me. I appreciate you. Hey Miko, thank you for being a member for 16 months. Using any spiritual belief system of any capacity to find a man instead of working on you is yuck energy. Absolutely and without a doubt. DeQuasia, thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year to you too, boo. And thank you, Mary, for becoming a member again, even though I feel like you already were. But yeah. Or it could have been Tawanda's ex-husband. I don't know. Listen, it could have been, but we just didn't hear anything about him sexting and texting. But y'all know people don't like Tawanda, so who knows? And y'all, this is all conjecture because we're not sure because she didn't actually name anybody. But we're just saying because of the sexting. That's what Gabe was into. I don't understand why Trina would stop talking to her. She lives to talk about counseling. Why not your niece? Because that's a bad reflection on her. How does it look for you to believe your niece at first, but let a man convince you that it was all a lie or a mistake, and now you're back in love with him, you get married to him again? People are going to look at you like you ain't shit for recommitting to a man who would do such a thing. So now you have to make your niece a liar. And no, you don't want to talk about that because that doesn't reflect well on you. That's why. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of embarrassment and shame, child. But let me see, before I get out of here, let me see if there's anything else that we can, just quickly, get into real quick before I get out of here. Hold up. I don't like Hollywood like that. Let's go to neighborhood talk. Let's see. Oh, okay. Mia and her husband, child, I guess, ink dried up. Just because they taking a picture together don't mean they back together. I don't pay attention to them people anyway. Y'all know I don't even watch Real Housewives of Potomac. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I have for y'all. Yeah, I'm so tired of seeing clips of people from baddies fighting. I'm just tired. Oh, one more thing. One more thing, y'all. One more thing before we go. Y'all ready? So, y'all know I love me some Eve Jeffries. Okay, whatever her last name is now, Maximilian child, but I love me some Eve Jeffries. Okay, now Eve has been living her life like it's golden ever since she got with this white man and moved to Europe. All right, I am not upset with her. She over there living in a castle. We are all not upset at Eve. However, when you have a holiday dinner with all of these fucking people, we were expecting to see at least your mama. We were, girl. We was looking at this table and we absolutely thought that we might see your mom somewhere. Okay, maybe a favorite cousin, maybe a friend that you get along with very well that's also melanated. But no, that's not what we see. What we do see is probably all of Max's side of their family and just her and her little biracial son sitting here at the end of the table. Okay. I'm not mad at Eve, but it did look weird. I'm not mad at you. Maybe your mama couldn't travel. Maybe you don't have no black friends now. Maybe they just couldn't come to the castle for Christmas. I don't know. But I do think that when there are this many people in somebody's family, this many people, sitting at a table, and you're the woman of the house and you don't have not a family member that looks like you don't have not a friend that look like you sitting at this table, I do think that's a little weird. And somebody said that it's no different than when black people, they have their family get together and, that one brother then married some Latino white girl. So she the only white girl at the family function. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I do understand that. I absolutely understand that. Mm-hmm. And I still feel how I feel about this. because at the end of the day, I feel like Black people can be ignorant, but they're very like welcoming of other people usually, like especially other ethnicities, child. Y'all know a lot of black people, no matter what they say, have underlying hatred towards their blackness. So anytime you show up with somebody of a different nationality, they may or may not be good with it. Depends, okay? It just depends, girl. But I did feel like, damn, Eve, where your mama at? I was expecting to see her mama. I was. And I do feel like, I don't know. Yeah, but that's her house. That same thing I was saying. I was like, yeah, not a other black person at the table, Eve. Not a one. Not a one. Mm. Mm. Well, they not in America, so I'll give them that. Okay, y'all know American white people. I absolutely would be worried about her life if this was her at a table full of American white people. Then I'd have an issue with that. But the fact that they from another place, child, the Europe of it all. Maybe it's not, maybe it's not, I don't know. She looked good though. She looked beautiful. The dress she had on looked nice. Not a mama, not a cousin, not a grandmama. Nobody. Just her and the baby. The only two black people at the table. And the baby ain't even all the way black. Baby look white. That's all right. Because I mean, at the end of the day, y'all know race don't really matter. It doesn't. It does not really matter. It doesn't. But nuance, if you will. And it's something about this picture, her looking a little bit paler than usual. I mean, it's the winter months. I didn't say she was bleaching. It's the winter months. Everybody calm down. But yeah, no. So Jehovah's Witnesses can't eat dinner. Her mom could have showed. And that's what I'm saying. Like, no, Eve mama still alive, right? No, Eve mama is still alive. And the maid was black, girl. Not the maid was black. She said she don't know not now nooker in this area. I'm not about to be mad at her about it though. I'm not about to be mad at her about it. You know why? Because what you find is that when a black person has spent a lot of their life around only black people, they have been abused by a lot of those black people. They've been talked to crazy by a lot of those black people. The environment can be violent, especially for coming from Philly. Okay. So I feel like once you start to interact with white people that can be chill or don't have all of this like angst and, anger and all of that type of shit. Because America is a very angry place, y'all. America in itself is very angry, especially if you go to other countries, you will experience the difference in vibe. America is an angry place. The white people are mad. The black people are mad. Everybody's mad in America for the most part. They're literally on the cusp of flipping the fuck out at any moment. Go to an airport, you'll see it. Okay. So I feel, yes, I was thinking about Tina Turner as well. These women a lot of times have been abused heavily by the black people around them. And so they go in and, marry or get with a white person. And then the white person's family is so fucking cool and so nice and not rude. And they might have a racist uncle here or there. But for the most part, they don't come off nearly as violent or as harsh as some black people can. And you get used to being around people where you ain't got to worry about them screaming and hollering during the holidays. You don't have to worry about nobody getting shot over a piece of chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. So I do feel like I'm not going to go too hard on my girl because I think y'all did Tina fucked up too. Like as a whole society, black people decided to start making fun of the fact that Tina was beat by Ike. To the point that later on, before she passed away, you have people that were not there, that had no idea what the fuck happened between them two people, getting online talking about she was hitting on him too. Like, cut it the fuck out. Cut it the fuck out. Anybody that saw an interview where Ike Turner would know that was an abusive man. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Keep acting like whatever was going on was mutual. Y'all try to change the story in order to make her look bad because she went over there to Europe, got with that white man and never came back. But the truth of the matter is, over here in America, black people treated her badly. The mama treated her badly. The ex-husband treated her badly. Child, some of the ex-husband's kids treated her badly. And then the whole of black culture, especially after her movie came out, decided to make her trauma a joke. In the songs, you can't go nowhere without somebody making an Ike and Tina joke or Ike and Tina reference. And, you know, it's not until you get older and you realize that's a real sore, you know, that's a piece of pain for somebody. And everybody's always bringing it up and laughing about it. That shit not cool. Shit not, y'all, it's not okay. It's not cool, especially when you think about it now. Now, of course, do I laugh whenever Martin comes from the back in his Ike Turner costume for Halloween with the wig moving around, the way he was walking and chewing on the gum? Yes, I'm gonna laugh at that. That shit is funny. Do I think it's actually funny that that lady was beat on to the extent that she was beat on, that she was, you know, a lot of stuff had? No, I don't. And so essentially, when I look at Eve, I think about what happened with Tina. And that's not Eve's experience, but y'all know Eve had some fucked up shit happen to her while she was out here involved in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? From Jay-Z to Dre, you know what I'm saying? To Stevie J. Like, her experience over here ain't been the best. And they go over to another country and they live very well and they don't have to worry about people bothering them in the same way. I could totally understand. So I'm not about to go too hard on my girl Eve, but we're going to keep a good eye. Nisha, thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year's to you too. Happy New Year's to everybody. Hey, Dr. Elizabeth, Eve is a bit not ready to be vulnerable in the book. Yes. She likes his energy. By the way, did you get the card? I told you I gotta go to the post office because they fucking up my thing, but I didn't get it yet, y'all. I was waiting until the new year to go to the post office. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I didn't feel like going to the post office during the holidays because it's always some bullshit. Wasn't Tina's mother sleeping with Ike? Thank you, Jay Jersey, for the super chat. I never heard that, but I know that her mom had a relationship with Ike that she did not have with her daughter. She sold her daughter out for that man. He bought her a house. Y'all saw that shit in the movie. Okay. I even understand why Whoopi dates white men. The black community makes me, they call her ugly. Oh my God. Since infancy, they get enraged when you date out. Yeah, they called, man, I never forget, my dad used to be calling Whoopi ugly all the time. Like, I literally grew up hearing black men talk so bad about black women. And then when those women then go and date white men that are, you know, enamored with their beauty, you get it. Cozy Bees, thank you for the super sticker. But yeah, y'all. I thought her book was good, but you could definitely tell that she was withholding. She didn't even want to say Stevie J's name, like, in the book. She didn't want to say nobody's name. She didn't want to say who drugged her. And I think she knew. Who drugged her eventually. When, you know, Janet Jackson saved her and all of that. I think a lot of things she just kind of glazed over. That was another thing we talked about, because people seem to think that because she has a positive outlook on it now, that Jay-Z wasn't being an asshole to her back then. But Jay-Z went out of his way to call Eve right before her album comes out, tell her that he listened to it and it's great, but don't get her hopes up too high, because women rap albums don't actually do that well. And it made, you know, it discouraged her. And then her album went #1. And so after that, it was like it fueled her fire. And of course, now he respects her because it did what it wasn't supposed to do, but he still took an extra step to go and listen to this girl's album because he must have heard it was good. So he wants to go and listen to it and then reach out to her to tell her, don't get too excited. It may not do that well. Jay-Z was an asshole. She looks at it differently now because it fueled the fire for her. So now she's able to look at it and be like, oh, you know, I'm glad he did that because it pushed me and all of that. She can have a positive outlook on it now. But back then, he was an asshole calling a woman to make sure that her expectations didn't get too high. Motherfucker, don't ever in your life call me and tell me not to expect the best out of what the fuck I just did. That's wild. Hey, Scotty. That's wild. Okay. So, and that wasn't the only story I heard about Jay-Z being a straight up asshole back in the day when it came to women in the industry. Maya's story. And y'all know I love me some Maya. Maya tell y'all all the time about, you know, she talked about how he basically tried to destroy her career. And that's one of the reasons why she went independent. Go look it up. But Jay-Z was absolutely acting like a weird, hating ass nigga back in the day. Absolutely. Well, with that being said, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Happy New Year. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody. It's 2,000 people in here. Thank y'all for coming through. I hope y'all continue to support whatever I got going on in 2025, because it ain't gonna stop, won't stop, can't stop. No diddy. Okay. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope every single one of y'all has an amazing holiday and an amazing new year. And I hope you get something that you really, really want out of life in 2025. Right? So I love y'all. Y'all have a good one. And I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow, probably for members only. But follow BondyBlue Bites. Don't forget about Reset by Design Wellness. We are going to Bali in July 2025. If you still want to go, sign up. Link down below in the description box. And Happy New Year, y'all. Peace.